Good morning and welcome back to another Slay of the Spire video. I'm your host, Vegetable Red, and today we're going to be doing some Ironclad to start with, continuing on the Infinite Ladder train. I'm drinking tea that is just a little bit too hot. This is our last game on Ascension 3 for a while. If we win it, we go to Ascension 4. If we lose it, we go to Ascension 2. Transformer card I usually don't do. Random Common Relic is great. Remove 2 cards I would not do because I would remove my strikes. And obtaining Random Boss Relic is bad because the Burning Blood's so good. So it's pretty much always obtain a Random Common Relic. In fact, I can't think of any situation in which I would choose any of the other ones, which is unusual. Usually there's at least an excuse to look at the map here, but this time there's just literally no reason. So I'll just take the Common Relic. Okay. Whetstone's great. I think we're going to go right so that we're not forced into a shop. Actually, if we go left, we get 3 fights, 2 question marks, and a fire before the elite. Whereas if we go right, we get 3 fights, 2 question marks, and then just elite. We get more elites though if we go right. If we go left, we only get the 1, and then an option for a mega elite, which we probably wouldn't take. So I think we go right. It's a little bit more dangerous. We are forced into this elite, so if we take these 2, we're taking 3, potentially 4. I don't know if we can necessarily handle 4, but we'll give it a shot. We're getting weakened, so setting somebody to 4 would be nice. We can set him to 8, which is kind of like 4. Drat. Let's see, can we kill this front one? We can do 8 plus 6 plus 6. It's a 12, or 7 plus 6 plus 6. 12, 19. We can actually. That helps us preserve our health. Oh, we don't have enough energy for that, of course. Very well. Okay. Well, we only took 1 in the fight. And armaments is an interesting start. Thunderclap I don't think is really necessary given that we already have an upgraded bash. If we take armaments, we're really happy to see a Searing Blow. What else is good with armaments? Yeah, not a lot. I'm just not very excited about the Twin Strike or the Thunderclap. I guess I'll take the Thunderclap. At least it's AoE damage. We got a Whetstone. Do we want a second Whetstone? I think we do. This lets us heal more in our next easy pool fight. Alright, we got the Thunderclap upgraded, which makes it significantly better, so I guess we're glad we took it now. Thunderclap, execute the Acid Slime and do a bunch of damage to the Spike Slime. Seems great. Finish him off. Heal for 6. These are some interesting decisions. We don't have anything that says take Entrench, so I don't think we're going to take Entrench. Probably Wild Strike over Heavy Blade. I like Wild Strike quite a bit. Makes it a little better if we run into Evolve. We probably want to be picking up Evolve anyway, especially against Hexaghost. Although the only Act 1 boss that Evolve isn't good against is Guardian, but we don't talk about him. We could take 2 question marks. This was a fight? Was not a fight. Oh, it wasn't a fight. It was the light, which feels like a fight, but isn't. So we'll take a 3rd fight just to make sure we get all the card rewards. Get all powered up. We can do 7 damage and still block out, so let's do that. Alright, we've taken 2 in the fight so far. Should be able to heal for 4 if we can kill him next turn, and we can. Excellent. Almost got all that light fighting health back. Clothesline? Yeah, clothesline blocks for a lot. in some fights, specifically Lagavulin and Gremlin Knob. It's pretty good against Hexaghost too. We can only heal for 7, so probably want to remove a strike here. We picked up quite a few attacks, so I don't feel too bad about removing a strike. And let's go fight our first elite. Right, Bash doesn't feel as good against Lagavulin as it does when you don't have it upgraded. I think we go now anyway. We have, what do you call it, clothesline for next turn, potentially. There it is. Is this turn or next turn the flex pod? That's the question. It looks like this turn is probably either Thunderclap Clothesline or Defend Clothesline. I think I like Defend Clothesline, in which case it's only 1 attack. So I think we'll save the flex spot. Although we do want to use it while he's vulnerable and before we get debuffed, which is only this turn and next turn. So that puts a lot of pressure on the draw for next turn. We'll have to see how that goes. Alright. I think this time we will flex spot and clothesline and strike. Do we bash Wild Strike or Thunderclap Strike Wild Strike? Thunderclap does 7, he's down to 24, and then this does 13, he's down to 11, so that's lethal. So I'll take lethal. Wing Boots is interesting. We're already on a 4 elite path. If we could potentially get more, we could just do elite, elite, mega elite. No. That's clearly not happening. Offering clearly is happening though. Offering is great. Looks like maybe we're resting here. We've got a really aggressive line in front of us. So we might as well make sure we're hitting it with full health. Healing for 24. Yeah, we only waste 1 healing with that. Seems okay. Especially since Wing Boots doesn't do anything for us in fights. It's a metagame relic. This could be the energy pot. We bash, strike plus, double defend. Or maybe single defend with this strike. Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. Do at least one of these. And then do we try and double defend or take a strike? Well, if we strike, there's a decent chance, there's actually a really good chance that we can kill him next turn. But actually there's a pretty good chance even if we don't strike. So I'm gonna not strike. If we get offering, we kill him. Did get offering. Okay, so when we get offering, we kill him because we get Thunderclap, which makes him vulnerable. Then we can strike plus him. Or wild strike him, maybe. This is only 9, but yeah, this is 12. Now we can weaken this back one, which actually blocks. And walk out. Okay. We can't kill the front one this turn, but there's a really good chance we can kill the back one before he attacks again, so let's go for that. Just need 1 attack. Or Thunderclap, that'll do it too. That's great, super efficient. Maybe we can get front sentry too. Or we could just block out, that works too. Or both. That was a really good sentry fight. Usually that's quite a bit tougher. We take Pommel Strike. We have a Wild Strike, so if we get a Perfect Strike or a Strike Dummy, we could get some Strike synergy. We have Offering, so we already have a little bit of card draw. I don't know if we really need more damage. It seems like our damage is fine. It's probably not ready for Hexaghost, but it's ready for Elites. This is our second chance we've had at a body slam, but we don't really have much block. We've got a defend plus, it's nice, but we just skip this. I don't want barricade for sure. It's so clunky. Pommel strike is kind of nice though. Pommel strike is really nice when you get an upgrade. Are we going to upgrade it? We have another elite fight before this fire. If we had a pommel strike in the deck, it probably would be the highest priority for an upgrade. But that assumes that we don't need to rest after fighting an elite, which is maybe not true. I think it's more likely true if we take a pommel strike than if we skip it. Alright, I've talked myself into it. Ornamental Fan is great, especially with the offering the pommel strike. Making stuff happen. 244 gold. Do we try to go to a question mark or a shop? It seems like it's pretty important that we preserve health. We have enough money for a relic. Let's go to the shop. Ooh, membership card. So we have to skip Mummified Hand to pick membership card. Which means no mummies this run. But I think we want to do that. Oh right, we had a Maw Bank. We just got like a 6 gold Maw Bank. Probably should have gone to the question mark. But we got a membership card, so whatever. Membership cards are great. Maybe we just remove a card. Can't afford Orichalcum card remove. We can afford Dark Embrace card remove. We can actually afford Dark Embrace Burning Pact card remove. Try and do some turbo draw stuff. Maybe pick up like an Anger or something. I like Dark Embrace Burning Pact card remove. Let's get weird. Alright, we probably want to clothesline to make sure he's weak for next turn. So I guess we Thunderclap Clothesline. Does more damage than the Strike Plus Clothesline. Other option is Thunderclap Bash, get a bunch of vulnerable on him. Then try to blow him up. I think I like weakening him for next turn. Actually having a bunch of vulnerable, we do have like quite a bit of damage to like Wild Strike and Pommel Strike and stuff. So I think let's just get vulnerable. Let's Pommel Strike before Wild Strike. Alright, can we kill him this turn? Is that reasonable? We can Offering Burning Pact, which draws 5 cards. Yeah, I think most likely we can. Yep. Meat on the bone, okay. There's a Perfected Strike. I talked about that, but then I picked Dark Embrace and Burning Pact and removed a strike, which is kind of a different direction for the deck. So I don't think we're picking Perfected Strike here. We could pick Pummel or Skip. I think those are probably the best options. I think we could go for Skip. Alright, we're pretty healthy, so I think we're going to go for the Dark Embrace upgrade. It's a pretty major upgrade. Only costing 1. Alright, it's the Lagavulin again. I think we want to probably wake him up vulnerable. And maybe develop Dark Embrace first. We could exhaust a Defend. Defends are pretty bad. There's Dark Embrace. Okay, great. I guess we're waking him up next turn with Thunderclap Bash. It's possible we could Pommel Strike into Bash here, but Pommel Strike wakes him up, so then we're committed. And Wild Strike is better to do in the second shuffle than the first one. So let's wait. Yeah, I think I like Thunderclap Bash. Get that vulnerable ticking. Clothesline's great here. And then I don't mind Wild Strike. It's going to be paired up with the... oh no, it's not. I thought Burning Pack was going to be on it. It's not. Whatever. Wild Strike's a ton of damage. Let's offer. Let's see what we get. Let's Pommel Strike. Okay. So we got 4 energy. Do we have lethal? Our max damage is probably Wild Strike, Strike plus Clothesline. That's 18 plus 13 is 31. Plus 18 is 49. It is lethal. Somewhat surprisingly. So we triggered Meat on the Bone and healed up, as well as finding a White Beast statue, which is very nice. Sword Boomerang is sort of your introductory strength scaling card. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing, but we have a Wild Strike, a Dark Embrace, and a Burning Pact. So we've got something going on there in the sort of feel no pain area. I mean, if we don't like the Sword Boomerang, we can just Burning Pact it later. It's a pretty thin deck. I'm a little bit reticent to add just a random card to it because the card might be good. Like, we already have a Pommel Strike that's doing that kind of thing. Yeah, we don't have any strength scaling. I'll hold off on Sword Boomerang. Got a Wing Boots, didn't spend any of it during Act 1. Let's go ahead and develop the Dark Embrace and block out. Probably Thunderclap Clothesline this turn. We definitely want to Clothesline to weaken him, and it seems like the most other damage we can do is Thunderclap. Thunderclap adds 6 damage to this, so it's like 13 damage. It does more damage than Wild Strike and doesn't shuffle a wound. Unfortunately, we're taking 9. Okay, so now we're trying to get to 40. We can get to exactly 40 with Offering, which seems good. So let's Offering and then try to kill him this turn, which I think we can probably do. Yes, we can. Alright, Shrug It Off, that's perfect. We need some block, and Shrug It Off does the thing. I think we can afford an upgrade, probably. We're just below 60, which is a Hexaghost breakpoint, so we probably don't want to rest. It's probably Clothesline to Shrug It Off. I'm a little bit afraid of getting hit for a lot by Hexaghost. And both of those block. I think it's going to be Clothesline. Actually, Clothesline on turn 1 or turn 2 hits the weak on turn 2, whether it's upgraded or not. So let's do Shrug It Off. Not so much concerned with the weak uptime as I am with just like getting him weak on turn 2. Let's get some vulnerable rolling. Let's Shrug It Off and look for Clothesline. Perfect. I wish we could have drawn Offering first turn. I guess we wouldn't have gone down past the breakpoint, but we could have. Okay, he's hitting for 18. We're blocking for 11. Offering is actually +2 net health because we're going to Offering and then be able to defend. So let's play it. Okay, so now we're blocked out Wild Strike or Pommel Strike. We have a Dark Embrace Burning Pact next turn, so having a wound in that hand is not terrible. So let's take the extra damage. Okay, let's draw a bunch of cards. I would like 13 damage, please. I'll take 4. Probably don't want to take 10. Still block that out. And then keep the vulnerable going. Do some damage. Seems fine. We can't play 3 attacks. Can't get blocked that way. So I guess just Thunderclap, Strike, Defend. Take 1. We could Essence of Steel and take 0. I guess Essence of Steel is probably helpful in the fight. Our Essence of Steel usefulness counter is at 1 so far. Let's draw first. Interesting. He is double attacking next turn, so let's go ahead and make him weak for that. We're going a little bit slow. Looks like we're going to get Burn Plussed. Alright, we can Burning Pact away the burn. Obviously, something you would want to do. You'd be able to figure that out just based on the name, I think. This does a little bit of damage, just 1. We can weaken him for the big multi-attack turn next turn, that's great. And then I guess just block out this turn. Prevent the plated armor from wearing off. $18 damage. I'll save Burning Pact for when we actually have burns in hand. Looks like we're losing 2 plated armor here. And we kind of need to get that vulnerable going again, so let's bash him. We're blocked out already, so. I'm out of tea. What? This is a no decision turn. Just do the thing. Seems like we probably want to Burning Pact one of these burns. And then I guess we'll Thunderclap to keep the vulnerable going. Burns are starting to hurt. You're too slow. I guess Clothesline Strike is the max damage. We're taking 12 plus 4 is 16. I don't think we have time to wait around. We need to get moving. Let's bash Wild Strike. Hopefully get lethal next turn. Okay, we got him. It was a little close though. You do not want to be going that deep into the second cycle against Sexy Ghost. Demon Form, Feed, or Juggernaut. All interesting cards. We've got like a little thing going with Dark Embrace, Burning Pact, and none of them really work with that too well. It seems like if we're planning on picking up like Feel No Pain and trying to block that way, then maybe Demon Form is the like we block for a long time and then pay off with some attacks sort of plan. You could also get Feed. Feed is just a good card. It also exhausts itself, so we could use it to draw a card. That's not really what it's for, but that's something. Juggernaut also scales damage with Feel No Pain, although it scales it in a very different way. Juggernaut's a little bit more all-in on the Feel No Pain plan, whereas Demon Form is just like, however you can delay is good with me. I think Demon Form is probably the pick. If we get Snecko Eye, are we taking it? I think probably. Burning Pact and Shrug It Off, Pommel Strike are all pretty good with Snecko Eye. I do really appreciate a good Juggernaut Feel No Pain Dark Embrace deck. We don't have the Feel No Pain, so I don't think I'm going to take Juggernaut just speculatively, especially when it's against Demon Form and Feed. I think we're going to take Demon Form. We need to play no win. Feed is not quite that. Blackstar would have been really useful for this act when we fought 4 elites. That act is over. Probably don't need Tiny House, given that we have a White Beast statue. We're going to get plenty of potions. We have 80 max HP, which is already pretty good. Which is part of the reason we didn't take Feed. We don't really need 120 max HP. Feed is really important when it's the difference between, like, 25 and 50 max HP, but when it's the difference between 80 and 105, it's a little bit less important. So I think we're taking Fusion Hammer. We just picked Demon Form, so it's really important that we get an Energy Relic here, and this is the only one. It's also just not that bad. We got a lot of upgrades in Act 1 from fighting the light and such. Demon Form upgrade is nice, but it's not really necessary. Same with Pommel Strike. Got Champ. Okay, Demon Form decks have a pretty easy time against Champ. It's not too bad. It doesn't look like we have a ton of gold, but we actually have like 400 gold because we have membership card. So we probably want to go to a store. However, this is Act 2, so we would also like to go to question marks, if we can. And it seems that those goals are incompatible. Actually, just question marks are hard to get with this layout. So I guess we're going to have to be satisfied with the 1 question mark. I guess if we're going to do 1 question mark, we could do the question mark before the shop. Unless there's a reason to prefer one of these 2 paths. There kind of is. Like, this fire before the elite is a pretty big deal. And then after as well. Potentially 3 elites. This right path is potentially 4 elites. I don't know if we're ready for 4 Act 2 elites. So I think I'm going to take the left path. It's a little bit more conservative. We do have meat on the bone, so we've got a lot of sustain. If we had like an Immolate or something, I could believe this deck could do 4 Act 2 elites. We're just a little slow with the Demon Form plan. We're like kind of waiting around for a couple turns, and that's not a good plan against Slavers. It works okay against Gremlin Leader or Book of Stabbing, though. I think let's go to this shop. Demon Form Defend, take 13. I guess it's Demon Form Defend, Block Pot, take 1. Actually, no. We kind of want to, like, this top little third of our health bar is, like, the least important part. What we want to be doing is getting down to 40 each fight, and then healing for 18. That's our sustain. So we don't use the block pot until we're, like, near that region. It's always a little bit scary to enter Act 2 and immediately lose 20 health, but it's pretty common. Let's Shrug first, and then Offering, probably. Yeah, let's Offering. We can knock down this bird with 3 attacks. So let's do that. I guess I'll use the Strike Plus. Let's use the Strike Plus there so that we have 2 energy left to clothesline the one who's buffing. Reduces damage for next turn. Got ourselves a Dark Embrace Burning Pact. But then we only have 2 energy left. I would like to use 3 energy to knock down this bird if I can. And I can't. Maybe we just develop Dark Embrace and play both the defense. This blocks for 13. We take 15. 15 starts sounding like we're getting to 40, so I guess I'll do it. Or we can just kill this guy. That blocks for 3. That sounds good, actually. Let's do that. Take 12 instead. We could knock down this bird with Thunderclap, Wild Strike, Clothesline. Probably kill him as well. So now we have to be a little bit careful. We kind of want to take as close to 9 damage as we can manage. If we clothesline this guy this turn, he does not damage us. So if we get down to 40 exactly, we heal for 18 and go to 58. If we stay right where we are, we heal for 6 and go to 55. So we heal for a net 3 by taking 9 damage. But if we take 12 damage, we end up at the same hit point total we're at right now. So let's try and take 6. How do we ever take 3, though? That's the issue. Maybe on a big attack turn? If we take 6, we're kind of committed, and then if he starts buffing, we might not be able to control exactly how much damage we take. But I'll go to shot. Yep, he's buffing. Okay. Okay, so he's hitting for 15. We want to take 3. So if we can block for 12, that would be the best. We can block for 13, and then we'd take 2 and go to 41. That's the wrong number. So let's block for 10, take 5, and then kill it next turn. So we're healing for 2 under max. Seems great. Okay, and we get to keep our potion. Shockwave seems really good. Shrug It Off Plus is also pretty impressive. Let me go to the bathroom really quick and think about this. This is a coconut stream now. I've lost control. Come here. Yeah, come here. No, I didn't put any treats there. I just tricked you. Just standing on a pillow. We're never taking Entrench. Shrug It Off is like a card that we definitely want to add to the deck. It's definitely better than Skip. But Shockwave is quite something else. Shockwave takes us from sometimes having vulnerable and sometimes having weak to like always having both. And it exhausts, so we can use it to draw a card. I think we'll take Shockwave. I totally forgot when looking at the pathing for this act that we have a fully charged Wing Boots. So maybe we do take an extra question mark here. If we wanted to do that, we should have gone here. Maybe we do this question mark and then we like jump over here and do that question mark in this elite. If we feel really strong after this question mark, we should do that and then take the 4 elite path. We'll do this fight first. Ooh, we're getting robbed. Help, I'm under attack. Okay. Turn 1 demon form seems okay. It's not actually very helpful in this fight because this fight's kind of too fast. So I think we're actually just going to skip it in favor of doing a bunch of damage. Let's see what we're drawing. Bash, Strike, I think is my line here. Take a little bit of damage, but we set this guy up to die for sure. Kill you, do a bunch of damage and weaken you, and walk out. Okay. Don't have to get a ton more. I think this is probably the vulnerable potion. We have pretty good uptime on vulnerable with Bash plus, Shockwave, Thunderclap plus, and Shockwave. So vulnerable potion is not super useful, and I think it probably secures a kill right here. It's 21 damage without, and it's lethal with. If we Pommel Strike without the vulnerable potion, can we still get the vulnerable potion lethal? So we do 9 damage, so he's at 19, and then Wild Strike does 18, so no. Okay, got our money back. Should probably take some sort of strength scaling since we have a demon form now. Heavy Blade certainly qualifies. Hey Guitar, how's it going? I think I like the plan of play demon form, exhaust everything, draw a bunch of cards, block out, and then start hitting people every turn with a Heavy Blade plus for 1,000,000. So we'll go for that. Here's that shop with the membership card. There's the field notepad. Everything's coming together. Okay. Do we ever take Prismatic Shard here? It's pretty cheap, 75. We have White Beast statue, so we should probably take Potion Belt. Which means we're not taking Prismatic Shard because we want to do card remove as well. We could do Potion Belt, Prismatic Shard, Shrug It Off. Nah. Just Potion Belt and card remove. And then I think probably still Shrug It Off. We can actually do Shrug It Off and a potion here. Yeah, we do definitely need more defensive cards, that's for sure. We take armaments too. We do have a fusion hammer, so if we have anything that like needs an upgrade, we're not going to be able to get it. Like that heavy blade kind of needs an upgrade. Armaments is probably worth it. Which of these? I think The way this deck falls apart is generally we don't have a block option, not the block option doesn't block for enough. So I'll take a skill potion over a deck spot. Okay, very productive shop. So we're going to take this question mark, and then we're going to decide where we want to fly to, basically. Possibly we'll continue going forward. Apparitions, huh? Apparitions with meat on the bone is pretty nuts. Makes me wish I'd taken that feed. We also have Dark Embrace and Feel No Pain, so apparitions are extra good. And we can like apparition demon form to start stacking up. Yeah, we certainly do this. We do lose 9 current HP, but that's not a big deal. Okay, well now we're super strong. So maybe we do go fly over here and take the many elites path. In fact, if we go straight forward, we're going to go to this shop, this fire, and we can't smith, and we're not going to need the rest. So let's go look for like ancient writing. And then fight a bunch of elites. Bites too. 12 max HP. So we would go to 28. Yeesh. 28 is not much. We also removed a bunch of strikes. I think we're no on bites. Yeah, I think we're just good being a ghost. We probably don't want to be a vampire ghost. Okay, let's shrug it off. Oh my gosh, okay. I guess we're playing 3 apparitions because I don't want to lose them. Would have loved to play the Feel No Pain, but had to spend all my energy playing apparitions. Alright, playing this for sure. And then we just want max damage, so I guess that's Clothesline Strike. Do we ever block here? No, I don't think we do. We'll heal for 6 at the end of the fight, so. If we go to 20 now, we heal for 18 back to 38. Alright, let's play the last apparition. Let's actually draw cards first. Let's see what we're getting. Well, Demon Form is being a little turd at the end of the deck there. It's kind of annoying. The literal bottom of the deck, too. We could try to draw it with Shrug It Off, but if we miss, that's sad. We'll try it. We missed. Okay, we can still draw it with Offering. It does cost 6 real HP. We're not intangible. Oh, we are intangible. It only costs 1 HP. Great. That means we can Armaments the Demon Form, too. Get more damage. And more scaling. Keep Vulnerable going on the back guy. Set him up for next turn. Let's shrug first, see where we're at. I guess we're shrugging again. Okay. Gotta be a little bit careful about wounds. We are pretty wounded. I think we can kill Front Slaver with Bash Double Strike. Are we just taking 7 from Taskmaster then? That's actually not even enough damage. Let's see what's in here. We can actually kill him with the spell weakness. Barely. Okay. So we're actually only taking 3 because of the Ornamental Fan proc, so that's not too bad. Shockwave seems good here, so let's Shockwave, get him vulnerable. And then walk out. And hopefully set him up for next turn. Do we ever let him punch us for 10? So we heal to 38. Now we're currently healing up to 36, so that seems like plenty. Okay. All that for a juicy bracelet. We have Entropic Brew on a low ascension run with Potion Belt, so that's 5 potions. We could Sentinel. We do have a mechanism for exhausting that with Burning Pact. It seems pretty speculative, though. I don't think that's usually good. I think we're going to skip here. Go take an extra elite here. Oh wait, no, that's not an extra elite. That means we skip this one. We do get a fire after it. We don't need more question marks, unless it's ancient writing. Ancient writing's still good. We've already seen ghosts and bites. Usually I just think Act 2 events are great. But now I'm not so sure that we've seen both of the good ones, the really good ones. Let's see what's in the pool. So we still got Ancient Writing, I talked about that. Augmenter's good. That's like mutagenic one. Cursed Tome, I think we'd probably take. Actually, that's maybe too expensive in terms of health. We could run into Masked Bandits, kill them too. Beggar, Vagrant. Yeah, there's some good ones still. Okay. Alright, we're skipping this and go into the question mark. We can get rid of stuff with Burning Pact, so we aren't necessarily getting Frailed. And Frail isn't that big of a deal, because Feel No Pain and Apparition both block regardless of Frail status. We also have membership cards, so removing cards is a little cheaper. Generally available. We're going through a lot of elites with that Frail in the deck, though. I think we probably say that, or with the Shame in the deck. So I think we refuse. Okay. Painful Stabs. Let's draw a card with this. I don't want to draw a ton of cards, because I don't want to draw Demon Form. So I think we just bash. There's Feel No Pain. I want to Armaments Feel No Pain Shockwave, but that draws a card with 0 energy, and if that's an Apparition or Demon Form, we're set. I think we should have to deal. So Shockwave reduces him down to 5 times 2, so that's 10 damage, and then Armaments and Feel No Pain block for 9. Take 1. Seems pretty good. Yeah, we are losing Apparition. Ooh. Oh wait, no, Demon Form stays in hand. Great. Okay, so I think we're playing Demon Form and then like using a potion to block. I guess we can see what's in Offering. I hate to pay 6 health for it, though. I want to Offering while I'm intangible. We are not currently. Yeah, I think we just Demon Form and then Block Pot and Strike. Take 3. There's an Apparition. Let's Pommel Strike first. He's already vulnerable, so Thunderclap isn't making Pommel Strike do more damage. It's just extending vulnerable. I guess we're playing all these Apparitions. Okay, sure. We can Armaments the Heavy Blade, which makes it do way more damage, so let's do that. And then I guess we're Pommel Striking. Should have done that first, but it didn't matter. Offering is here now that, oh wait, we are still intangible. I thought our intangible had worn off, but no. Alright, so he is vulnerable. We probably have lethal here. Max damage is all the attacks. So let's just start throwing them in there, yeah. Okay. Toy Ornithopter is amazing with White Beast Statue. And Tropic Brew. Immolate seems like it's definitely in the deck. We need some more AoE. We've got more Act 2 elites coming up. 2 more. And AoE is really good in those for Slavers and Gremlin Leader, which is 100% of the next elite. We also can exhaust the burn, although a lot is riding on this Burning Pact right now. He's got a lot of lifting to do. He needs some help. We need to like a True Grit or a Sever Soul or something. Gremlin Horn's amazing. Against Act 2 elites and against Repromancer. Alright. Attacking on turn 1. So rude. Let's see. I want to drink a potion, but they heal me for 5. And I can't currently heal for 5. I would like to kill Sneaky Gremlin, but I would take 2 cards to do that, or Clothesline, which blocks for a bunch against Gremlin later. I guess maybe the line is Clothesline, Burning Pact, Defend. Clothesline on Sneaky Gremlin. So let's Burning Pact first in case we draw Demon Form. Maybe I should have exhausted Bash instead of the AoE card. Alright, there's an Apparition. I'll defend instead of Pommel Strike. I don't want to draw a Demon Form. Or another Apparition. Would have been an Apparition. Alright, let's Feel No Pain. Apparition to draw. Oh, that doesn't draw. We don't have that thing. Okay. We can either Shockwave or Wild Strike Strike. Wild Strike Strike actually kills him. And we need to get him dead soon. Okay. There's the Demon Form. Apparition doesn't actually do anything right now. So we'll just play Dark Embrace. Okay. I guess we're playing Apparition, and then Offering. And more Apparitions. Oh, we could have upgraded the Apparition. That was maybe a mistake. Could have saved it. It's not necessarily like a huge thing that you always want to do. We can kill him with that, and then kill him with that, so let's do those. And let's upgrade the Heavy Blade. So that's most of our scaling damage. Next time we see it, it's probably lethal. Immolate's being drawn on the wrong turn consistently. We can set up Vulnerable for it, which is pretty good. Take 3. Let's draw a card, and then potentially Armaments the new card. No. Okay, well, let's just Armaments Shockwave and play that. Can I get a Heavy Blade? Yes. Alright, back up to almost full health. Didn't spend any resources in the fight. Do I want Corruption? A long time ago, when I picked the Burning Pact, I was thinking Anger would be really good, because we had Ornamental Fan. So I was thinking I'd exhaust everything that isn't an Anger and play 5 Angers a turn. It doesn't really seem like the direction we're going anymore, because we have Apparitions and Feel No Pain and stuff. If we have Corruption, then our Apparitions still exhaust, and they already exhaust. In fact, almost all of our skills already exhaust, it's just the Shrug It Offs that don't. And the Defends, I suppose. It seems like Corruption is part of the thing, with the Feel No Pain and the Dark Embrace, so let's take Corruption. We could take an extra question mark, but it's not worth a Wing Boots charge. So we'll just stay on this path and maybe fight this elite. Maybe we'll nope out, but it's hard to tell right now. Snake Plant. Unfortunately, we have kind of a useless apparition in hand right now. We still get some pretty good damage in. I don't really want to take 24. Let's see what we can do about that. Well, we could block out, but we'd be skipping Demon Form. Yeah, I don't think Demon Form is that important in this fight. Okay, apparently we're apparitioning. Okay then. Feel no pain and apparition. Blocks out for this turn. Let's upgrade the other apparition so we don't have to spend it. And do some damage. Apparition Offering. Helps me draw back to the thing. I think I like Bash Heavy Blade more than I like Shockwave Heavy Blade. Oh, great. Fight's over. Okay. Dropkick is pretty consistently online, given the Bash plus Shockwave and... what's the name of that other card? Thunderclap. But I don't think we need that. And sometimes it's not online. Second Heavy Blade. If it was a Heavy Blade Plus, I think I'd take it, but I'm not taking a second Heavy Blade. It's unupgraded. Alright, we healed in that fight. We could probably take a Mega Elite now. Get an extra question mark. Yeah, I mean, we've got 5 potions and an Entropic Brew, and we're at full health and feel very strong. Let's take a Mega Elite. I guess we'll take a card. There's Evolve. Power Through. How many wounds do we generate right now? Or how many statuses? We got a Wild Strike and a Immolate. I guess we take an Evolve. Seems okay. Alright, fight the extra health Book of Stabbing. So let's plan on Shrug It Off Demon Form. Skipping Feel No Pain is a little bit bad. Do we take 3 damage or do we drink a potion? I think potions are probably worth more than 3 damage to us, even though our potion bar is full and we have White Beast statue. Evolve's pretty important in the fight. He does wound you. Let's draw a card first. Okay, this I think probably is a skill pot. We heal for 3, it's not quite 5, but I'll take it. Second Wind seems really good. Wait, we have to exhaust our Corruption to play that. Maybe that was wrong. Or we play Corruption now, and then exhaust Evolve. No, we want Evolve. Bash or Thunderclap Wild Strike? We have Evolve up, so Thunderclap Wild Strike doesn't cost us a deck slot, costs us a hand size, kinda. But it also doesn't develop Vulnerable for later. Seems like Vulnerable for later is pretty important. I guess maybe we play another skill pot. He's hitting us for 21, it's 8 health. Yeah, I think we want more than 8 health out of it. Alright, Apparition's great here. Let's take a look at our options. Apparently we're playing 2 Apparitions. Okay. We're going to play 1 Apparition. Actually, we're going to play both Apparitions. He never takes a turn off of attacking, so there's no point in not playing it. I think we're going to upgrade Immolate and then play Strike, which is a little bit of a weird line, but I want to block the 4 wounds. Dark Embrace Apparition seems good. Offering for 1 health. Okay. So now, I guess the max damage is Clothesline Strike Plus. Strike Plus and Pommel Strike do the same amount of damage. Pommel Strike could draw Feel No Pain or Second Wind, both of which we don't want right now. Let's draw some cards. There's a Feel No Pain. Let's Armaments the Heavy Blade so that it's lethal next time we draw it, and block the damage, and then Wild Strike. Second Wind draws a ton of cards. Let's do that. Okay, just looking for whatchamacallit, Heavy Blade at this point. Might not even need it. We found it. Did 126 damage. Blue Candle is actually a participant in this little combo. If we find Necronomicon, I guess we can't find Necronomicon because it's... Oh wait, there's one more question mark in the act. If that gives us Necronomicon, then we have infinite stuff, kinda. We can like control our health total very granularly, which is great with meat on the bone. Trench Plus, I think no. Battle Trance is kind of dangerous in Dark Embrace decks because you end up like drawing stuff and then not being able to draw more. So I think we're skipping. We have enough card draw, I think. Alright, do we want to get Jaxed? It's another way to control our health total. Also, if we're intangible, then it only costs us 1 HP. We don't really need the strength scaling, though. We don't... Mutagenic Strength is not huge for the deck. It doesn't really do much. So maybe we transform 2 cards. I think we transform 2 strikes. Sometimes they turn into exhaust cards. And I think we want the defense. Well, they both got upgraded, I guess. Twin Strike and Sword Boomerang. So there's my strength scaling payoff stuff, in addition to a Heavy Blade. That's great. I guess that's a really good outcome. Okay, we're full health, so I guess we recall. It's the only real option at that campsite. Pretty weird to finish Act 2 with these 2 keys. Normally you'd get maybe this key. Not this time. This is a boss fight, so we probably want to drink at least some of these potions. Not really sure what Liquid Bronze is doing for us. I guess we're going to wait for Toy Ornithopter value. Max damage here is Heavy Blade Immolate. We can downgrade the Heavy Blade to Clothesline to develop weak for next turn. Apparitions are not helping themselves out. Let's bash and Pommel Strike and hopefully find armaments to upgrade the apparition so we don't waste it. That didn't happen. Alright, 2 apparitions down, 3 left. Dark Embrace Apparition Offering seems great. There's Demon Form. Wild Strike or block? Or, sorry, evolve or block. I think evolve. We already have a status in the deck. We're gonna get more. Not from champ, just from ourselves. Rough. We could play both apparitions. He's probably attacking next turn. Or we could Armaments 1, save it. Let's shrug it off and see what we're drawing. Corruption, huh? I don't think we want to play Corruption this cycle. I think we just want to upgrade one of these. And I guess play the other one to draw a card. Play Feel No Pain. Okay, good thing we upgraded that one. I guess if we just played it, we also would have blocked this. It's the next turn. I guess let's draw a card. Shockwave. Well, Shockwave also draws a card. We probably want to play it, so let's do that. Okay. Sure. Alright, I think it's probably time for Corruption. So we can Corruption Armaments the Heavy Blade. Or we could Armaments the Heavy Blade and then Corruption, if we want to save it for another cycle. I'm not sure what else we need upgraded though. And we get a Thunderclap, which is a little bit of damage and a vulnerable here. Okay. We need to block for 15, so let's block for 16. I guess, let's see, defends are blocking for 8, so we'd be blocking for 19. It's a little bit over. He's already weak, so Clothesline does not block. I think it's still probably worth it. Okay, Bash Sword Boomerang is doing a ton of damage now. And then I guess Wild Strike. Okay, starting to look pretty online here. Heavy Blade's hitting for 100. I don't think we're skipping that. Twin Strike hits almost as hard as Immolate right now. Actually, it does. Yeah, I guess we're throwing in Twin Strike Thunderclap instead of Immolate. It's kind of bizarre. Your move, champion. Let's see if we can draw a Heavy Blade again. Nope. I guess we could look for it, but that seems like a waste. We have 1 energy left. It's not a huge waste. Yeah, I don't want to draw Heavy Blade and be unable to play it. There it is. Yeah, that's lethal with Sword Boomerang. Okay. Crap, we didn't even spend a potion. Lost a little bit of value there. Second Immolate, I think, is probably good. We need to find a Sever Soul if we're going to pick a bunch of Immolates. Maybe we skip the Immolate. It is good in hallway fights, but it's mostly good in Act 2 hallway fights. It's a little bit less good in Act 3 hallway fights. Like, for example, it's good, kind of good in shapes, but you have to, like, block the spiker damage, and it's kind of good in Orblings, but it's not, like, going to kill them all without any setup. And we already have one. And the deck is 29 cards, so I think maybe Immolate's worse than Skip. Bludgeon is certainly worse than Skip. There's no room for that in the deck. And this would be the second copy of Corruption, which makes me pretty suspicious. Corruption's a pretty expensive, clunky card. Having 2 of them makes your deck expensive and clunky. So I think these are all worse than Skip, so I think we're going to skip. Would have loved to have another shot at Feed there. Feed would have been great. I guess Weak Pot's better than Thorn's Pot. If we pick Black Blood, then we heal to full. If we are anywhere from 20 to 18, let's see, it ends up being 12 plus 12 is 24. So yeah, anywhere from 20 to 16, we heal to full. Pandora's Box is only getting rid of 4 defense at this point, which we kind of need. Velvet Choker seems like it's not in contention. So I think we're taking Burning Black Blood. Pretty weird to have a ghost deck with so much healing. But that's where we're at. Alright, we should be pretty good against Time Lord. Demon Form tends to do well against him. You know, I got a bunch of keys, and then I realized I already have 3 points. So even if we win, we just go up to the next ascension. I guess maybe the points roll over. Maybe I go to the next ascension with 1 point. That seems reasonable. We've already got our Mega Elite, so we can't even find another one of those if we wanted one. And we don't, because why would we want that? That's just harder. We still have 2 charges on Wing Boots, and we should probably figure out how to use them this act. It looks like we're still elite hunting. I feel pretty strong. We're definitely good against Reptomancer. A little bit weaker against Nemesis, and particularly weak against Giant Head. We really need that Sever Soul for Nemesis, and then we'll be good against him. And we're probably okay at Giant Head. Yeah, we scale up fast enough that I think we can beat Giant Head. So not particularly afraid of elites. Also, campsites don't really do much for us. So I think we're going to plan on just like skipping campsites. So let's take these 3 question marks, and then this elite, and then potentially jump over here and fight 2 more. And then we've got either some rests or more elites or whatever you want. We'll decide when we get there. Okay, it's shapes. Feeling the Pain Apparition's good. Offering only costs 1. Let's go ahead and just Dark Embrace and Apparition again. I think I'm just going to Armaments, Wild Strike, and then Wild Strike. We don't want Exploder to explode. So let's start getting to him. Evolve is pretty good in this particular match. We also have Shockwave Clothesline, which kills Exploder. It seems like sets things up pretty well. So let's start with that. Oh. Not ideal here. We already have Intangible for this turn, so maybe we do this just to get Intangible for next turn, and then play Evolve. So we'll play Evolve first, in case we draw a status. Okay. Maybe it was wrong to play Evolve first there, because we could have drawn another Apparition and ended up wasting it. Alright, we're Intangible, so we don't really care that he's exploding. I guess let's extend the weak. We do take 1 from Spiker there. Alright, we are no longer intangible. Oh, just kidding. Now we're intangible. Seems like it's probably lethal. Yep. Okay. Forgot to drink a potion, but we're at full health, so whatever. A pre-upgraded Searing Blow, just 1 upgrade. I think we'll take every Shrug It Off we see pretty much from now on. And an upgraded one, doubly so. Plated Armor is not particularly strong. It is pretty good when you're intangible, though. Could save you some health. I think it's probably better than Colorless Potion. Very little respect for Colorless Potion. Yeah, we're very strong. We could fight these guys. Sure. Obviously, we could lose if we get a bad shuffle, but this is a card game. You have to do that. Let's shrug it off and look for Demon Form. Nope. I think we'll just keep Apparition going and Armaments something else. Actually, I'll just set up Bash. Alright, no powers early. Immediately draws 3 powers. Okay. I guess we're Pommel Striking this turn after the 3 powers, so we'll do that first in case we draw something good. Okay. Let's play both of these and then that, so this blocks and draws extra. So that we can find Demon Form. There it is. Maybe we're too slow for this fight. We don't want to draw an apparition and be unable to play it. Can we draw an apparition? Yeah, there's one left. Can't play corruption. I guess let's shuffle and see what we're getting. Almost certainly playing apparition though. Okay. Alright, I think that's all the apparitions, so we better start killing them. Speaking of which, here's Immolate. Great. That works. Doodle, huh? Doodle is so much worse on sub-ascension 15, because you like rarely have a curse in your deck. We don't really have any scaling that's good with any of these. We could just leave Ghostly Armor in hand to draw on the block after powers go up. We have a lot of sources of weak, so let's get rid of the weak potion. I think we're skipping this. More question marks, I think. It's a very expensive red mask. I don't think we're paying that, especially since our gold has double value, the membership card. Maybe we should go here. We could go get another question mark and then a shop. Maybe we should go to both shops. We've like the equivalent of 800 gold. And there's no other shops in the act. Yeah, okay. We'll use the wing boots. Losing 2 max HP is pretty painful. We're at 40. Madness is exhaust, so they don't hurt that much. I'll take 2 madnesses. We also have some expensive stuff that they can hit. Alright. Got card remove and shrug it off. As well as strawberry is pretty big. Let's start with card remove. Get rid of one of these stupid apparitions. I think Twin Strike's probably on the chopping block here. We could drink a potion. No, we can't drink any of these potions outside of a fight, other than Entropic Brew, which is crazy. We have an Ancient Pot to pair up with the Speed Pot for an Elite here. It seems like a pretty good idea. We don't have any X stuff, and we only have 4 energy, so we're not like desperate to find it for Chemical X. Does Mayhem ever mess us up? Sometimes it plays expensive powers, sometimes it does nothing. Take a second armaments to upgrade the first armaments, and then get all the other upgrades. With the apparitions, armaments are pretty good. Let's buy the strawberry. I think I will buy armaments. And then discard this and take that. So we've still got enough money that we want to go to the next shop, and we don't want to buy any more of these things. So let's go fight an elite and then go to another shop. Alright. We've got armaments right away. So we can like armaments corruption to save the armaments. I guess we want a Burning Pact first. Both to save the Burning Pact and to potentially draw, what's it called? Demon Form. Okay, so we're gonna armaments, actually, I guess we're just gonna Corruption, and then armaments Heavy Blade, and then Madness also on Heavy Blade. And then become intangible. Okay. Next turn is a big turn to draw an intangible, which we missed. We did draw Immolate, though, which does... just kills him, actually. Okay, so we're going to need some help this turn. Who wants to help us? What does Liquid Memories do? Liquid Memories gets back Immolate, so we can Immolate and then Immolate again. That seems good. Do we upgrade Immolate first? Let's see, does it does 28 when it's upgraded? Is that right? So maybe we don't even need a potion. Yeah, because this is going to draw 3 cards and give us 3 energy. So I'm actually going to Feel No Pain first, because Armaments is going to exhaust. And then hopefully we draw an Apparition and a Demon Form. Great, okay. So now we can... Dark Embrace, Apparition... Okay, so now we're going off. Great. I guess we're stacking up Apparitions, unfortunately. It's not really what we want to do, but I will do it. Do I want to draw any of these cards? If I draw Madness, it hits either Clothesline or Sword Boomerang, which are okay hits. They're not great. If we draw Thunderclap, we get him get to stack up Vulnerable. I don't know. I guess we just get to cycle back to Heavy Blade if we play Pommel Strike. Okay. Should be good from here. I guess we're gonna save all these. Weird. Madness on Bash is pretty fine. So let's just play the Clothesline and then hit it on the Bash. Actually, maybe it's even better on Clothesline. So let's play the Bash and hit it on Clothesline then. Alright, we're already blocked out, so we don't need to play any of these. Let's Burning Pact that wound. There's Heavy Blade. Lethal seems good. Got a Kunai, huh? So now we have scaling attack and scaling defense over the course of a fight. If the fight's long enough. Are we proccing Kunai regularly? We've got 4 energy and most of our attacks cost 2. So I wouldn't say super regularly proccing it. Maybe we should have taken that Anger. Ooh, Power Through or Shrug It Off. Power Through is stronger, but Shrug It Off does not add wounds to your hand. And we don't have that Sever Soul that we need, so I think we're just taking another Shrug It Off. Deck Spot's great. We can't replace Speed Pot or Ancient Pot or Liquid Memories or Entropic Brew, so it's Deck Spot versus Skill Pot. And I think Skill Pot is more useful in an actual emergency when we don't have any way to block. So let's skip. And I think we're going to another shop, or we're going to an Elite. Elite also spends a charge. Second Dark Embrace, it's unupgraded, although we can actually upgrade it with Frozen Egg Dark Embrace. We don't really need 2 copies of Dark Embrace, but we do have a pretty thick deck, so having redundancy on the first one is pretty useful. It's pretty expensive, though. 145. This is the equivalent of almost $300 Dark Embrace Plus. It is a really important part of the deck, though. So I think we'll go for it. What about Paper Frog? Paper Frog's pretty good. We're skipping Paper Frog to do this Dark Embrace Plus. We actually have a lot of stuff for Sadistic Nature to hit. We don't have any power synergies, although we have a ton of powers, so it feels like we're a power synergy deck. Limit Break says Exhaust on it. Those cards are good. We can afford Frozen Egg, Dark Embrace card remove. Do we even want to remove anything? Surely we do. We have a 33 card deck. I guess we're down to removing Defends. Or maybe Thunderclap? Maybe Wild Strike. Yeah, Wild Strike is just a damage card now. But we have Kunai, so we probably shouldn't be removing Wild Strike. I don't think I am in a position to be making Kunai-oriented decisions. We have like very few one-cost attacks. I don't think we're ever triggering Kunai, basically. Yeah, I would rather have my damage come from Sword Boomerang and whatchamacallit, Heavy Blade than Wild Strike. Immolate. Okay, so let's do this. Make that more consistent. Do we need Abacus? Abacus could be helpful. We end up exhausting almost all these cards. So how many cards stay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just does 8. So 8 cards end up staying in the deck. So we end up Abacus shuffling every turn, especially since one of those cards is Pommel Strike. So Abacus is like an upgraded, whatchamacallit, Orichalcum, just always blocks for 6. Of course, we've got wounds and stuff that go into the deck too, wounds and burns. So it's never really a 7-card deck. Yeah, I think I like just card removing the Wild Strike. Okay. What do we do now? We spent all that money. I think we save the last Wing Boots charge for if we get in trouble and need to escape something. Don't expect that to happen, but it could. Did we just skip? Oh no, okay, so it's one more fight until we have to take the blue key. I thought we just skipped the blue key somehow. Okay, so let's play Dark Embrace, and then we can guarantee that Madness hits Shockwave. We are still taking some damage in that situation, and we're potentially drawing a card with no energy to play it. We're actually drawing 2 cards with no energy to play them. This is supposed to be an easy pool fight, but it does not feel like it sometimes. I think I will take the 0-cost Shockwave. Okay, great. Let's see some more cards. Let's block out. And then play an Evolve, because he does shuffle burns. And I guess Shockwave and draw a card with no mana to spend it. Okay. Madness draws a card. We probably need Feel No Pain to block. Is that true? We have Defend. If we Feel No Pain, Madness, Defend, we block out. Or we could Armaments or something. We could Armaments the Feel No Pain, then Madness blocks for 4. That seems fine. Alright, can't play the Apparition. Demon Form Apparition seems like a no-brainer. Okay, get those apparitions going. I guess we're playing a bunch of apparitions this turn. And we're already blocked out, so we won't play the Shrug It Off. Let's draw a card with Pommel Strike. And then I guess Armaments to block out, upgrade the Immolate, so do extra damage. This deck is weird. Kind of feels like it's balanced on a knife edge sometimes. This is lethal. Fire Breathing seems good. We don't have any curses, but we do shuffle statuses. And we have an evolve, so we draw a bunch of them. How much damage is Fire Breathing doing against, like, the heart? It's probably doing, like, 100 damage over the course of the fight. Especially since we're, like, thinning out all the cards that aren't statuses. And then drawing a million statuses a turn. We don't have, like, Mummified Hand, and in fact we're guaranteed to never find it, because it was in a shop in, like, Act 1. Where we bought the membership card and used up the mob bank super early. We could just skip. Skipping seems pretty good. Yeah, I don't think we need Fire Breathing. It's just another thing we can draw that isn't Demon Form. Power Potion gives us another shot at Demon Form, which we, like, super need. But I don't think it's as useful in an emergency as Skill Pot. Okay, this has to be our blue key. Bronze Skies would be really good, but blue key. Let's fight an elite. It's Giant Head, probably our worst opponent. And he is attacking on turn 1, and we have no way to block him. Okay, so let's develop Dark Embrace. And then we can upgrade Shockwave and play Shockwave to reduce damage, or we can upgrade Clothesline and play it. Which block for the same amount. It's just Shockwave gets vulnerable and no damage. Yeah, like Clothesline. Actually, they don't technically block for the same amount because Shockwave lasts for longer. If we play another Dark Embrace, we draw 2 cards, but if one of them is Demon Form, we're unable to play it. Let's do it anyway. Okay, looks like it's time to go off. And we did get Demon Form. Great. We're losing an apparition here, but that's not a big deal. We got Demon Form. We can Corruption and go crazy. I think we're going to save Corruption and go crazy for later, but we are going to develop Corruption now. And I guess we're playing the apparitions. One of these cards is Armaments, so it seems worth it to try and draw it. We'll go ahead and Madness Heavy Blade down to 0. And then upgrade it. We could Madness Immolate down to 0 as well. Oh wait, it could hit either. I guess I should have done this before I played the Heavy Blade because of the slow triggers and potentially vulnerable as well. Yeah, I think this is probably worth it. Okay. We need to get Involve in play. Let's play Shockwave. Feeling the Pain's also very nice. I guess we'll extend Vulnerable a little bit. I'll just take 1 and keep a Defend. As well as Burning Pact, obviously. I think it's probably worth Armamentsing Pommel Strike. Eventually we do run out of whatchamacallem, skill cards, so We run out of ammunition for drawing, and Pommel Strike is still here. I would like this to be a big go turn. No. I guess we're waiting for next turn. So let's set up Vulnerable. We definitely can go get Heavy Blade if we want it. I think I'd rather go next turn. Look at that, we procced 2-9. It happened. Amazing. Okay, so now we need to go because we need to block. Okay, so there's Heavy Blade. Probably trying to get lethal this turn. Even though that sounds a little bit crazy. I want to play skills so that I can get weak charges, but I also want to play attacks so that I have hand room to draw cards. We probably want to play Heavy Blade multiple times this turn. So let's see. We've got 3, 6, 9 cards in hand. So if we play a defend, we draw 2 of these. So let's do that. Okay, now we've got 10 cards in hand. 4 cards in the draw pile. They are all attacks except for Burning Pact. Let's play Immolate and Heavy Blade because they cost 0. Wait, do we want to play Immolate? Because then we're adding burns to the mix here. It seems like we're going off without the burns. Let's play Bash to get that out of hand. Wait, we're going to draw back into Bash if we play it. I think we just want to play Heavy Blade now to clear hand room and do 105 damage. No, we have the energy to play Bash once, I think. Okay, so now we Heavy Blade. We've got the hand room to draw all the cards. 3, 6, 9. So we've got 9 cards. Burning Pact gets rid of 2 itself and the burn, and then draws 3. So we're not necessarily drawing Heavy Blade, but if we don't, we can just defend to draw it. We did not draw it. How disappointing. Well, it's the last card left. So if we play any other card, I wish we'd gotten anything 0 cost other than Immolate. Like Pommel Strike would work fine, Clothesline would work fine. Pommel Strike would be infinite, in fact. Actually, no, that doesn't quite work. You'd need 2 Pommel Strikes. But that's not what happened. So I guess we'll play Sword Boomerang. Does a bunch of damage. And then draw both. And yeah, kill him. Okay. Easy. Smiling Mask, our card remove cost actually got very high. We removed a lot of cards. So it's nice to have it reset, although it doesn't matter until Act 4. Because we've visited our last shop. Unless we get a question mark shop. We definitely don't want to play Infernal Blade. Havoc is kind of interesting. Exhausting things is really good. Sometimes Havoc plays a power for really cheap. Sometimes, though, it plays your Heavy Blade and you lose the run. I think the deck's too full to put Havoc in it. It doesn't, like, improve the consistency, it just, like, sometimes gives you a mana benefit, which is not really something we need. Block Pot versus Skill Pot. I keep saying that Skill Pot's useful in an emergency, but Block Pot's very useful in an emergency. So I think we'll go with Block Pot. Are we going to all these unnecessary campfires? I went here in case I was in trouble, but I'm not in trouble. So I guess we'll go here and fight this elite. And then potentially get whatever, another one. I can't get 3 more. If I had 2 more Wing Boots charges, I could fight 3 in a row. that's not the case. So maybe I go this guy and get an extra question mark. So then I do these 2 elites. Okay. Falling. We can't lose Feel No Pain. Armaments doesn't feel like it's a huge part of the deck, although upgrading the Heavy Blade is kind of important. But then Sword Boomerang is like our only other strength scaling. I guess maybe Sword Boomerang would be the next card I would remove. Takes me from a 7-card infinite recycling deck to a 6-card infinite recycling deck. Okay. Alright. Are we offering 6 actual health right now? I think we are. I guess the block doesn't do anything right now. Go ahead and upgrade Demon Form and then play it. Seems good. Play that too. We don't need Madness right now. We'll have Dark Embrace next time we see it, so we'll save it for that. Apparition seems great. I guess I'll play Evolve just in case that matters. I've got more energy, so I'll draw something. Okay. We can upgrade one of the apparitions, or we can just play them both right now. Doesn't really seem like there's a reason to care. We're probably ending the fight before apparition wears off, so let's just go for it. Unfortunately, we're drawing past Immolate right now, but whatever. It's probably fine. There's Corruption. I think we do Dark Embrace and Corruption here. I guess we could have Madnessed Corruption to make it cost 0, but I guess I'll just Madness the Thunderclap instead. Give me those Dazes. Delicious. We're playing Apparition for sure. And then I guess Shockwave is fine. We can actually debuff Spirit Guardian now. Draw a full hand at the end of your turn. We overdrew at the end of the turn. That's insane. Okay. None of the cards are highlighted because they've all been here since last turn. There's a bug. Immolate wins the fight. Great. I don't think we need Spot Weakness. Doesn't really improve the deck much. Another Shrug It Off is probably good. How many Shrug It Offs do we have? There's probably a limit to how many Shrug It Offs I should take. We've got 2, 3, 4. 5th Shrug It Off? I don't know about that. I mean, they're better than Defends, right? Yeah, I think I'll take one more. I think this is the last Shrug It Off. Okay, let's fight this guy. It's Nemesis. Look out. Let's start with Shrug It Off. Apparently we're getting 2 apparitions. We could Burning Pact one if we didn't want to play them. I guess I'll just set up apparition for next turn. Do I Madness something and hope it's Shockwave? I think I do. Madness Burning Pact is still pretty good. Okay. I'm not going to use it right now because I don't want to draw with 0 energy. Okay. I think I want to develop the Dark Embrace, but I don't want to draw this turn, so I'm going to double Apparition and then Dark Embrace. Let's try and draw a demon form. Nope. Let's upgrade that apparition so we don't have to play it. And play Evolve. And upgrade the Heavy Blade too. Neat. Demon form seems great. I guess we're just taking one. That seems fine. I'm not going to Madness because it could hit Defend or Immolate, which are both kind of bad. I mean, we have burns in the deck no matter what we do, so Immolate's not that bad. Let's play Corruption. And then look for... Oh, there's no more things. Alright, play the second Dark Embrace, that's fine. I was looking for another intangible, but it doesn't exist. Seems good to develop Feel No Pain here. And then we need to start blocking. Let's get this out of the deck and draw some cards. He's intangible, so not a good Heavy Blade turn. We can weaken him, that blocks. It looks like we're blocked out here, so... Or wait, 15... So we're blocking for 7 and there's 6 in hand. Yeah, we're blocked out. Is there anything we don't want to draw? Other than a burn, no. It's just 1 damage though, so I'll skip it. I guess let's Burning Pact to burn. It's not going to get any better than that. Extend his weak, I suppose. You can armaments and armaments and then armaments, which upgrades Shrug It Off and Defend. Wait, we don't need to play that right now. Oh, we do, actually. So let's see. We are blocking for 25. We've got 5 burdens in hand, so we're blocking out exactly. We can decost Bash to 0, though. We should probably do that. Okay. It's weird that this fight is, like, looking pretty dicey, but we haven't, like, taken any damage yet. Heavy Blade being drawn on the wrong turn again. Inconvenient. We're taking 1 here, but I think I'll just take 1. Let's block. Block for 15. This is the turn to try and draw, what's it called? Heavy Blade. So, let's see, we have 3, 6, 9 cards in hand. Go down to 8 by using Clothesline, and then draw 2 with Shrug It Off. I guess I'll just draw 2 now. A lot of burns. There's Heavy Blade. Is that lethal? Not quite. Just about. Shrug It Off could draw Thunderclap, which is lethal here. I guess I'll try for it. Okay, Bash is also lethal. Because it costs 0. Pocket Watch is great. I don't need a second Ancient Potion. Second Offering I will definitely take. That's amazing. Another Elite. It can't be Nemesis again, who I am now realizing is my worst opponent, because I can't get rid of the burns very easily. And I take too long to scale up. But I don't mind taking another Elite. Darn, I was hoping for Repco. Turn 1 Corruption Evolve. We get to Armaments, the Heavy Blade, and Apparition. Seems good. Let's draw a card. Okay. And let's try and avoid getting a burn, because this fight can be kind of long. Madness is guaranteed at demon form, but there's no benefit for that happening. We don't need to play any of these, and we're not intangible, so offering costs us 6 actual health. Dark Embrace is really good. Let's draw a card, since it's going away anyway. Let's see, what are we trying to draw? We're trying to not draw so that we keep the apparitions. Okay. There's the apparitions. Now we want to try and draw a Heavy Blade, so we can upgrade it. Oh wait, it's already upgraded. We still want to draw it so we can Madness it, but different reason. Let's get rid of Bash and Pommel Strike. And then try and draw it. Nope. Okay, let's get rid of Clothesline. And then try one more time. Hey, we did it. Okay, how much damage do you do right now? 68? We could play a whole bunch more cards and then make it do more. But I think we need those cards for blocking later. So let's just be satisfied with 68. We're intangible, so we can Offering now and only cost 1 health. Seems good. There's Heavy Blade again. Let's just play all the cards except for Immolate that are in hand. And try to land Madness on either Clothesline or Thunderclap. Okay. Hey, Sir Edible, how's it going? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? Got kind of a weird one going. We're a corruption deck, so we're trying to manage our block and make sure we've got enough to last us. Let's upgrade the Pommel Strike. Alright, is this the turn? Do we get like a bunch of slow procs and try to kill him? We already do 105. We've only got 4 cards left in deck. So it seems like the answer is probably yes. Okay, let's Thunderclap first. And then defend. And then Clothesline, and then Shockwave. Okay, so now there's 0 cards in the draw pile, so it's time to play Heavy Blade. And I guess he's dead. Okay, great. I was prepared to play Heavy Blade again that turn, but it wasn't necessary. Still Chaos is kind of interesting. Sentinel gives us a lot of gas when we exhaust it with Corruption. I don't know if that's something we need, though, because after we play Corruption, the energy needs of the deck basically go down to 0 with the 2 Madnesses. So I don't think we need Sentinel. Seeing Red's kind of interesting. If Seeing Red is coincident with Demon Form, makes that turn a little bit easier. That's kind of the clunkiest turn for the deck, is either the Demon Form turn or the Corruption turn. Having enough energy for those. But I don't think these are helping enough to pick them, especially with the 34 card deck. So we're just skipping all that. Okay, we can't, we're at full health, we already got everything. Can't smith, already got the key, so I guess we're taking an unnecessary rest. Always a sign of good luck. Okay, Time Lord. Time for Time Lord. Do we turn 1 Corruption? I think no. Let's Apparition Offering and then see where we are. We can still play Corruption if we want to. Let's Dark Embrace Apparition. See if we can draw a demon form. Nope. We can still play Corruption if we want. But I think I prefer Feel No Pain. We're playing Clothesline. Costs us a time. I think we are playing it. Time Lord's always awkward with Apparitions, because he doesn't attack every turn. We can use these to draw a card. We could try and land Madness on Heavy Blade, but it's not guaranteed. I think we just pass here. We could Shockwave, actually. Leaves ourselves with 3 on the clock for next turn. We have some pretty good potions, so if that turns out to be an emergency, we can deal with it. Okay. I wasn't thinking about drawing a card with 0 energy to play it. Alright, there's Demon Form. So let's play Demon Form and Apparition. I guess we have to play Offering if we want to reset the clock. It's kind of awkward. We're intangible next turn, so I guess we can just be on 11 on the clock. Whatever. I guess we'll play Evolve to reset the clock. Sure. Okay. Last turn of Apparition. It seems like Corruption's time has come. We've got Dark Embrace set up. We could save Armaments from it if we Armaments on the Corruption and then play Corruption. It seems reasonable. We haven't upgraded Heavy Blade yet. I think we just pass here. We don't need to try and do any crazy combo stuff. We're already blocked out. It's weird how Giant Head and Time Lord kind of work the opposite. Giant Head's like, play as many cards as you can and then finish him with your attacks. Whereas Time Lord's like, make sure you fit in attacks into your thing. You want to be really efficient with your cards. Okay, we are not intangible. So Offering does real damage. Let's play the upgraded Shrug It Off. Try and draw Heavy Blade. Let's get Thunderclap out of hand. Heavy Blade is here, yeah. Heavy Blade and Madness are here. Let's get that out of hand. And get this out of hand. Okay, there's Heavy Blade. So we have to play Dark Embrace, so that... Oh wait, we don't have Madness yet. There's 2 Madnesses here, but neither are in hand. Okay, so let's Armaments the Heavy Blade and try and draw one of them. Nope. We have 3, 6, 9, 8 cards in hand, right? 3, 6, 8, yeah. So defend draws without overdrawing. Okay, so now we have to play Dark Embrace if we want the only target for Madness to be Heavy Blade, which we do. Okay. We can have the other Madness hit Bash, which is a decent target. It's not quite as good as Pommel Strike. Looks like we probably want to reset the clock this turn, because we spent a lot of time messing around here. So I think we will have a Madness hit Bash. And then Bash and Heavy Blade. Let's see. We do some damage with Thunderclap Clothesline. If it resets him, I'll do it. If it doesn't, we should probably hold it. So Thunderclap does 22, Clothesline does 30. That's 52 damage. 319 minus 52 is nowhere near 228. Because that would be almost 100 damage. So we'll just pass. Let the strength stack up. Okay, now we need to block. He's not weak, so clothesline blocks. So let's start with that. Okay, so now we need to block for 36, which seems pretty easy. We can armaments on Pommel Strike, which is great. We're up to 24, we need to get to 36. So let's get some... Let's see, so this resets him, right? Or no, I guess it doesn't. Okay, so let's do Bash Heavy Blade to reset him. Okay, so he's healing now. And then let's block out. Okay. We got 6 on the clock. I'll just leave it right there. And then I'll let him heal for nothing. While my demon form silently weeps, or gently weeps, is the song. Okay, so now we need to block, and we've only got 6 time. We've got 3, 6, 8 cards. Why do we have 8 cards in hand right now? What caused us to draw those extra 3 cards? Oh, right, Pocket Watch. Thanks, Pocket Watch. Okay, so let's make him vulnerable. It's a good place to start. We're going to end up heavy blighting him this turn, so I guess let's just do that now, so that it's in the shuffle. And let's draw. And if it's heavy blade, we just win. Great. Okay. Fight over. We did fight a bunch of elites, so we got a over 1,000 score, which is pretty good for Ascension 3. Another useless fire. The hallmark of a successful run. Just wasting resources, because you can't do anything with them. Strange Spoon is a weird option to have. We do a whole bunch of exhausting, so Strange Spoon seems like it's a really good idea. Keeps our resources going for a lot longer. Is there anything else we should be doing? We have Tungsten Rod, which is quite good against the heart. We can actually afford... No, we can't afford both. I don't know why I was halfway to saying that before I realized it wasn't true. I don't really want to remove any cards. This deck is in a weird state where I don't want to add any cards or remove any cards. I just feel pretty comfortable with where it is. So we take Strange Spoon. We take Flex Pot. Once we go off with like all the potions, if we have a Flex Pot and a Speed Pot, we can do one Ancient Pot and then potentially get another one from Entropic Brew. We'd have to give up something to get it though, and that something's probably either Liquid Memories or Block Pot. Let's just take the Strange Spoon. Seems like a really good one. We could take a second copy of Burning Pact. I think that's actually something we really want. Yeah, because that's another way to get rid of statuses. Okay, let's do that. Great. Take an Inflame. Doesn't count as a card in your deck. Makes you stack sort of 1 turn faster in demon form, basically. It's good against the heart. It does cost 1 energy though. And energy ain't free. It's also like another wrong target for Madness. Yeah, I think we skipped the Inflame. Alright, Spire Elites. We'll get turn 1 demon form. That feels good. We might want to actually try and Madness it here. Actually, there's no way to guarantee it. So I'll shrug it off, and if I somehow draw something that costs 0, then I can guarantee it. Alright, so our magic health total for this fight is 23. If we end at 23, we heal for 24, back to full. So I guess we can end at 23 or 22. No, just 23. 23 is the only number that's perfect. So currently we're taking 10 plus 12. We want to take 24 damage total, so we're like most of the way there already. Okay, well we don't want to be using potions at full health because we have Toy Ornithopter. So we'll wait until they hurt us to start using potions, but this is concerning. Okay, we have Apparition, which is great. Let's play Feel No Pain and Dark Embrace first. Oh, we Strange Spoon, so it didn't exhaust. I forgot that was an option. Okay, so here's Corruption. And I'll go ahead and throw a Defend out. That one did exhaust. Okay. Shame we're missing Evolve here, but not a huge deal. Alright, Madness is guaranteed to hit Heavy Blade here, which is exactly what we want. Let's exhaust Shockwave to draw a card. Oh, doesn't draw a card because Strange Spoon. Okay. I'm now realizing that Strange Spoon might actually just like break the deck, which would be quite bad. So we want to turn around. No, we don't care about turning around. We're blocked out either way. So I think we're just waiting. Go ahead and play another Apparition, I suppose. Alright, we're now at the magic health total of 23. Hopefully we don't have to take any more damage. Can we draw with that? No. Let's Burning Pact the Immolate. Immolate's actually pretty good here. 26. They're both vulnerable, so it's not showing me. But it's not showing me because it's an AoE fight. Ends up being 13 more damage, so it's 39 damage. It's not a ton. We could upgrade it though. Alright, let's upgrade it. I guess if I was going to armaments, I should have armaments the other armaments probably. Yeah, I don't think I want to use meaningful resources on just drawing extra cards. We can wait for Demon Form. Okay, let's Burning Pact to burn. Pretty much no downside to that. We did lose the Burning Pact. Taking 5 damage, so we need to block for at least 2 more. Or I guess 6 damage. Let's block for 3. We'll see that. Hey, it exhausted. Clearly doing that. I guess we're doing this as well. Okay. Should be in pretty good shape to kill Spire Spear next turn. We finally got that Evolve down. We could shuffle and then try and land Madness on something. I think we're good here, though. This is a mechanic that Baylor Lord pointed out in his stream. He has 1 block right now. On Ascension, like 18 or something plus, when the Spire Shield does his big attack, he blocks for 999. But on Ascensions before that, he gets as much block as he does in damage. And since I was intangible, he did 1 damage. So he has 1 block now. Otherwise, you're not likely to get that total. We have both burning packs in hand, so let's exhaust the burn. Okay, we got the Armaments Heavy Blade. Heavy Blade has already been decosted. Looks like that's lethal. We don't have any side quests other than getting to 23. This is flashing. Okay, I'll take the win. Heal back to full. And get a Red Skull. None of these are particularly good against the heart, so I will not take them. Skill Potion versus Block Potion is something we've talked about extensively. I think I'm leaning towards Block Potion. Skill Potion could get Exhume, and Exhume could go get an Apparition, is something. Man, this deck would kill for an Exhume right now. Okay. Let's draw a card. Block beat damage. Drat. Against the Spire elites, we got turn 1 Demon Form, but not so lucky against the Heart. We do get a Heavy Blade upgrade, which is like an important little benchmark for the deck to get to. We could Thunderclap and land Madness on one of these two. Neither one of us is a bad target. Obviously the Heavy Blade's what we want. Okay, well. The Heart's weak for next turn. That's something too. With no bad outcome there. Let's shrug it off. Try and draw a Demon Form. We drew Demon Form. We're going to take a tremendous amount of damage this turn. But I think that's okay. I think we're going to take 41 damage. It activates Red Skull as well as Made on the Bone. Made on the Bone is not super relevant. We're counting on a lot of heal from potions here. So let's see it, Potions. What do you got for me? Okay, so we're going to start with... I think Armaments on an Apparition. To block beat damage. Oh wait, shit. I'm going to restart the fight. Play it the same until that point, and then speed pop before the Armaments. We needed to do that. That was important. Okay. I think we shrugged to block beat damage. Then we Armaments the Heavy Blade. And we played Thunderclap and Madness clotheslined. Then we played Shrug It Off and drew Demon Form and played it. Didn't play anything else. Took a ton of damage. Okay. So here's the different turn. We're going to Ancient Pot. Actually, we're going to Speed Pot and then Ancient Pot. The difference usually isn't relevant. Oh wait, I guess it isn't relevant here either, huh? Because I'm going to drink the Entropic Brew. Okay, let me take a step back. If you drink the Ancient Potion before the Speed Potion, then it removes the debuff, and you just get 5 permanent strength with no end of turn strength remove, or 5 permanent dex with no end of turn dex removal. If you can manage to play 2 Speed Pots, you get 10 permanent dex and 10 end of turn dex removal. So if you play the 2 Speed Pots and then play an Ancient Pot, you get to keep both of them. Whereas if you play Ancient Pot and then Speed Pot, and then you play another Speed Pot, you get 10 permanent dex and 5 end of turn dex removal, because the Ancient Pot has already been used on the first one. So since getting 2 Speed Pots is an option this turn, I was thinking, okay, we'll drink the Entropic Brew, look for another Speed Pot, and then if we get it, we'll do 2 Speed Pots before we do the Ancient Potion. But I don't think I'm going to do that, because if I don't drink this Ancient Potion, I don't get an extra potion to replace its slot. So, really complicated set of interactions there, but I think Ancient Pot before Entropic Brew is correct. We can go, we're going to have to drink the Liquid Memories, so we have to get something back from here. We can get Heavy Blade, and we have a Madness in hand, although it doesn't actually work, I don't think, because it would cost 0 this turn, so Madness wouldn't see it as a valid target. So we're going to go back and get Feel No Pain, I think. Okay, so Ancient Pot, Speed Pot, and then Armaments and Apparition, and then Liquid Memories back the Feel No Pain. Play that. I guess we're going to block pot 2. It seems really unlikely that we're going to need it this turn, but I would rather heal for 5 and get a new potion than keep a block potion. Shoot, we've healed above half, so we lost our Red Skull strength. Oh well. We did actually get a second speed pot, so if we'd kept the Ancient Potion, we'd be able to get 10 permanent strength here. Do we Distill Chaos right now? What are the good and bad outcomes? We could get Corruption. I think let's Dark Embrace and play the unupgraded Apparition. Okay, we've got another Dark Embrace. I think we're pretty happy just playing the other Dark Embrace here. We can get Corruption on its own time. Like now. Let's save Shrug It Off and Burning Pact. Oh wait, we can't do that. We have to save only one of them. Let's save Burning Pact. Oh, we did, we blocked the beat damage. I thought I was taking a beat damage there. Okay, so let's play Corruption now. And start playing some stuff. Okay. Evolve seems pretty important in the fight. And I think we're going to play both Apparitions, because otherwise they exhaust. That one didn't. Burning Pact only works half the time because of Strange Spoon. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, I think it got the burn that time. We also got voided this turn. We could play Offering and then use this Slime too. If we play Offering 2 more times... Did we exhaust the other Offering? We did. If we play Offering 2 times, we get 3 strength. We can also do that if we just let the big attack hit us next turn. But if we Offering, we could potentially bash right now. But I don't think we need to do that to win. Okay, well this is not the big attack. This is the many little attacks. We can upgrade Clothesline to keep him weak for longer. Let's see, what do we really want to upgrade? What's the best upgrade? Probably the other armaments. We would like to draw Madness this turn. Actually, we wouldn't, because we have both Immolate and Heavy Blade. And we want to be sure that we're hitting Heavy Blade with the next one. Okay, we still need to block. We could Burning Pact the Immolate. It's kind of a bold move. Alright, let's go for it. Actually, I'm going to Armaments the Armaments and then Armaments, because that hits Apparition. Wait, why don't we just Armaments the Apparition? What happened there? Why did we just draw one, I guess? Oh no, it reordered the hand. Things that I could upgrade towards the end and things I couldn't. But then why did the Apparition jump forward? I'm so confused. So if we Burning Pact the Immolate, it either discards it or destroys it. I think I'm okay with either. Okay, and now Madness is guaranteed to hit Heavy Blade. Like a good Madness. Okay. We can play that for free, and this for free. And I guess this as well. Okay, we don't need to do anything else. We're blocked out. These don't exhaust. We're doing okay. Ideally, we should let him hit us this turn. Or we should take 1 beat damage or something. Yeah, I think we're just going to let him hit us right on the nose for 1. Because that puts us to 24. Oh wait, 24 is not the magic number. 23 is the magic number. Okay, forget everything. I think we're still just going to let him bonk us, though. We don't want to use apparitions because he's buffing next turn. And these are resources that we are wasting if we use it. I guess we should see what's in the power potion. It might be another demon form. Barricade's kind of interesting. I guess I'll take a barricade for free. We have a duplication potion. I should remember that as well. Okay, we're no longer intangible. We have an armaments for the apparition, which is nice. We're not intangible, so we're probably not playing Offering. Let's cycle a Pommel Strike. He's not vulnerable. Oh, great. Now he is. Heavy Blade gets in there. Maybe that was the duplication potion. I think that's a decent chance that was supposed to be. Okay, I think we're good. Next turn looks a little bit dicey. Alright, we have to actually block now. Oh, just kidding, we have Apparition. Oh wait, we're already blocked out. That one card did it. Let's exhaust this for... Oh, it didn't exhaust. We got a little bit of block out of this defend, and I'm kind of sick of drawing it. Too bad it's in the discard. Okay, so this is the duplication potion then. The thought being, it'll be even easier to get damage caps in the future, and if we get him to 300 now, then we can kill him next turn, theoretically. Oh, we should have bashed before that. It's dumb. Just missed like 100 damage. Okay, let's start with Clothesline, and then burn a bunch of resources and try to block out. He's hitting for 48. We could block without Apparition. Neither of these cards are upgrades. We're not intangible. We could lose 6 health, which would take us to 27, which is above the little breakpoint. So I think we'll just hang out. Well, we don't have to do anything this turn, so I guess we won't. At some point we're going to have to use an Apparition, but not yet. We have a lot of decks. Is that lethal? That's lethal. Okay, great. We could have survived in that hurt fight for a lot longer. We had plenty of resources. But we didn't need to. He's only got 600 health, so... Great. It's kind of a fun deck. We just like found Demon Form in Act 1 and we were like, great, we're just going to make super defensive deck. And we did. Strange Spoon was kind of a weird addition. That could have actually broken the deck if we had gotten some really unfavorable exhausts and some unfavorable not exhausts. But I think in general it makes it better. A couple of fairies to free here. Be free. Okay. Great.